such a wonderful and incredible introspection into the very long needed issues to address. We often thought that technology, science, and the different segregations of art and culture and aesthetics and health sciences are all different segments, PTRs, because science on totality it's more about integration, and that's probably where Professor Das wanted to enlighten upon on. And this is probably is the platform where the scientists from different corners of the world with the different expertise and genres have really come down to meet and integrate and to interchange to give world a better platform for living all the scientists and mankind tomorrow. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the next speaker to this podium, who is the name of Dhanvantari himself. A doctor is often renamed with not his pedigrees or publications and aura, but it is the fate of the patient families, rather the near relatives of the patients who believe that he is the man who can offer life back. I am happy that we are having Dr. Rajendra Pandey as our guest of honor here right today, and a very special sentiment from my end. Few days back, I had a very close one of mine admitted in one of the nursing homes in North Kolkata, and we were expecting something very serious to happen to him. But when we came to know that Dr. Rajendra Pandey has visited, we felt like things are going to settle soon. Sir, we are honored that you are here with us today. And with this, may I please request our all participants to give a great round of applause to welcome none other than Dr. Rajendra Pandey, our guest of honor, who is also the Honorable Vice Chancellor for West Bengal University of Health Sciences, to give his speech to the addressing audience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all the honors that has been narrated. Taking the cue from Honorable Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University, I'll just share some of my thoughts on the way I perceive science. If you delve into all the literature, you will find that whatever this galaxy contains as a science, we are still discovering. And before we have discovered all, we have started confronting nature, the greatest scientist. And in this confrontation, we are the illusion. As a person from medical science, as I see a large number of students there, I would like to agitate your mind that when a human is born, we are simply an organized tissues of heart working independently, kidney working independently, and then converging to have a meaningful effect, the life that we sustain and we are moving. The problem lies with our psyche, because we are born with only two sensations, pleasant and unpleasant. And all our life, we are being trained to avoid unpleasant conditions. Simply if we generate in our psyche a system how to confront this unpleasant situation, probably most of our fears would go away. And this fear of failure, fear of being successful, is what creating a lot of physical problems. A few years back, a scientific progress was abandoned in between, which was a part of French, American and British collaboration, was a result of work on psychoplasmics, what we call, which we say that the brain is what controls the body. These are different organ tissues, which other organs want to rebel. And because of this, many somatic problems occur. And when they remain in persistence, the damage related to organ starts ensuing. Now, one thing that we have gone against nature greatly is not utilizing the daylight factor. We are working in an artificial environment like this, even in night. Now, the pineal gland in our body, which is responsible for secreting melatonin, and giving rest to the all system in the body, which we deny ourselves, is a result of all the problems probably we are having. But to achieve that, what you need is change in your lifestyle, and that would prevent almost all the diseases which are not controlled by genes. And for genes, there would be genomic intervention, of course, which will take care of all the problems. Why I am saying this? Because recent research have proved that the potent anti-cancer that we have in our body is melatonin. And this melatonin comes only because when we expose ourselves to darkness, then it is secreted. And when it is secreted in abundance, the very chances of our cytology health would be preserved. So can we take this resolution, if possible, through this World Science Congress, that people would start utilizing more of the daylight factors so that they can prevent a probably easily preventable disease, what is malignancy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will need doctors, by the way, anytime till when we break. And we are happy that there are people like you who head administration, academics, healthcare, and research, of course, in such an expertise which encompasses every expertise probably in a single roof. And in the same way, we have some other people among us who are named for themselves in their own area of expertise. May I please request Dr. Bhanushyam Pandey, who is a very senior forensic scientist from USA, to give a brief address to the audience since you are here amongst us on this very special day, sir.
Mr. Das, Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University, Dr. Pandey, ladies and gentlemen, it is really a great honor for me to participate in this important scientific deliberations organized by Dr. Ranjit Singh. You have really done a wonderful job of bringing scientists from all over the world to participate in this Congress. As I have communicated to Dr. Sen before, that science is a subject which cannot be done in isolation. It cannot be done in a silo. It cannot be done in a cell. For that purpose, it is very important to bring together scientists not only from a particular area or from a particular country, but throughout the world. Because science is now an international affair, and when people from various disciplines, different countries come together, they exchange ideas. They really also result in firm collaboration between scientists all over the world. And in that purpose, Dr. Sen has really provided a big forum and opportunity for international communication between various scientists. And I congratulate you for doing this extraordinary work. The other subject I want to speak, and where this forum can play an important role, is the development of basic science. As it was pointed out before the Master of Ceremonies, that basic science is the mother of all technologies. And it is not really very prudent or very wise just to spend all the resources of the country on applied sciences and technology. What will happen if we only focus on applied science and technology? We will have to borrow it from other countries, other places who develop it. But if you invest in basic sciences, that itself will result in many applied sciences applications, many technologies. Although people or administration may think that it is a waste of money, waste of resources to invest in basic sciences, but that is not so. I have many times spoken about it to the science administrators of India, and I am glad at least in the last 5-7 years, the government of India is at least investing in the development of science. The third point I want to make very briefly, as I was talking to Dr. Pandey, Vice Chancellor Pandey before, that, and he asked me a question about the economics and mental health, and I said that really this is one of the areas which is being ignored over in India. I think not investing in mental health research or even in taking care of mentally disabled people, we are really not serving our obligations and responsibilities. And I urge the people who are involved in this to stimulate research in the area of mental health. I think we really not need to stigmatize people who suffer from mental health, because mental health is an illness, and we should really help those people. And Dr. Pandey told me that there is really an institute of psychiatry over here who serve, or at least try to serve those causes. I now wish a great success for the World Science Congress, and I hope that all of you will benefit from its deliberations. Thank you very much.
Now may I please request our respected guest of honor, Dr. Nurul Amin, who is the Principal and Dean from Dhaka University, to address our gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I am taking to introduce myself as a professor and chairman of Department of Applied Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, Department of Dhaka University. I want to thanks to give the authority of Jadavpur University, especially Vice Chancellor, and also especially thanks to Professor Ranjit Singh, who invite me, and I am feel proud to attend this conference. I think science is very helpful for us, that means for human, for environment, for biodiversity. I think during this Congress, it will be very helpful for us to exchange views, science and technology to overall the world, and I wish success at International Science Congress. Thank you.
Who says that Technology and art and culture and ecstasy do not harmonize on a common platform. On my every visit to Dhaka, whenever I used to cross the premise, of course for my cultural purposes, I used to look at this place that yes, this is the heritage from where the legacy started. And see, it is an international science conference today hearing where we have the delegates from the university itself, where we are talking again about integration and exchange of culture, arts, aesthetic sciences and social sciences. Perhaps that's the majesty of creation, that's the majesty of integration. And with this, I would like to thank once again the organizing committee for offering us and for taking us forward to such a platform. Of course, the legacy, Colonel Dr. Ranjit Sen and his team. And from the team itself, now may I please request the organizing committee secretary, Professor Dr. Udayan Bhattacharya, to address the gathering. Thank you.
Namaskar, good morning. Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Shonin has just left. Respected Vice Chancellor Sir Professor Rajendra Pandey, West Bengal University of Health Sciences, Colonel Dr. Shiranjit Singh, Chairperson of World Science Congress, Professor Dulal Chandra Mukherjee, Honorable General Secretary, World Science Congress, and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. And delegates from different parts of the world as well as India. It is really a proud moment for me to address this august gathering. It is indeed a pleasure to welcome you this 8th International Science Congress being held at Jadavpur University, Kolkata. On the behalf of Department of Library and Information Science, Jadavpur University, I convey my gratitude to all of you. 8th International Congress is a joint collaboration of World Science Congress and Department of Library and Information Science of this university. Being host institution, I would like to thank World Science Congress, particularly Colonel Professor Singh, for selecting us as collaborator of this conference. When approached, we are really in dilemma whether we are in a position to conduct this conference properly. Overcoming initial inertia, we took the decision, and today you are in the judge's seat to verdict. As host institution, we are providing different logistic supports to this conference. The total program is divided into different phases and will be hosted in different locations of this university. All the technical sessions will be conducted in this particular auditorium. Students' competition will be held just opposite to this building, Technic building. Young Library and Information Science Meet will be held in NPC Memorial Hall of our department. Actually, it is the culmination of teamwork. Support received from different corners of this university is really appreciable. We have received tremendous encouragement from university authority, particularly our Vice Chancellor sir. Whenever we approached him, regarding this conference, in spite of his very busy schedule, he really helped us and gave us valuable advice. We are also helpful to our Vice Chancellor sir, absent today, and also our Registrar Madam. I take this opportunity to convey my sincere gratitude to my students, our scholars, our project personnel for their wholehearted involvement. It was really taken aback by their constant effort and dedication, without whose efforts this endeavor would not have been possible. Once again, I heartily welcome you to this conference and thank you.
everything that has got a start has to end somewhere. Probably that's because we can move ahead to the next sessions. It is the time with the vote of thanks from the very eminent Professor Dr. Dulal Chandra Mukhopadhyay. We will wrap up the inaugural session. And as all the dignitaries have mentioned that this is a platform to interchange and to integrate as well, and that is because we have Women's Science Congress, we have panels like religion, science, aesthetics and art culture, where respected dignitaries from different parts of the country will take part, and I wish all the participants all the very best for your presentation. Get enriched, keep enriching ourselves, and let us try hand in hand so that we can enlighten the tomorrow for the generations to come. And with this, may I please request Professor Dr. Dulal Chandra Mukhopadhyay to give the vote of thanks to the gathering. Thank you.
Very good morning. Now, this is my present task of proposing a vote of thanks on this occasion of the organization of this 8th World Congress, 8th International Conference organized by World Science Congress at the premises of Jambo University. I sincerely offer my thanks to the Vice Chancellor of Jambo University, Professor Suranjan Das. Of course, he left for his other engagement. And Professor Das has kindly offered a very good opportunity of organizing the conference here in this historic institution. For which we are really very much thankful. Now we are earnestly waiting for Professor Ajoy Rai, the chief guest for this conference. Now, unfortunately, he is struck by a procession which is now going on in Park Circus area. He is stuck there. We are expecting him any moment. So I am also very thankful to him. Our key person of this conference is Professor Colonel Dr. Paresh Gupta. His inspiration is everything for the organization of this conference. His tireless effort to make the conference a success is beyond any description. A notable absentee is Professor Chattopadhyay. I express my thankfulness to Professor Rajendra Pandey, the Vice Chancellor of the West Bengal Health Service. I express my thankfulness to Professor Udayan Bhattacharya, who along with his entire team has worked tirelessly for the last 3-4 months for making this conference a grand success. I am thankful to Dr. Ghanshyam Pandey. He is a forensic scientist of the United States of America. He is now in Illinois University, Chicago. Professor Dr. Nurul Amin is the principal and dean of our neighboring country, the University of our neighboring country, Dhaka University. I am extremely thankful to Dr. Hiroki Sato, the University of Tokyo, Japan. I also offer my thanks to the chairpersons, the invited speakers, the participants, the volunteers, the media persons, and of course all the participants who are participating in this conference effectively. And if there be any omission, I beg to be excused for that. Now, while offering the vote of thanks, I was thinking that really I am very much fortunate that so many galaxies of intellectuals have been assembled here to exchange their ideas. Professor Suranjan Das was there. I am very happy for his achievement as an educationist and also as an administrator in the field of academia. Professor Pandey is there, Rajendra Pandey. The same thing applies to him also. Dhruvajyoti is not here. Now, Professor Ajoy Rai is a very talented person. Now, we are fortunate to be able to gather them in one platform. And I am sure that the addresses delivered by them has inspired the young participants to a great extent, to educate them, to elevate them themselves, and to rise to such a great height that they would be inspired to take up their studies, to devote their sincerity, to devote their research for the cause of humanity, for the rescue of the millions of suffering humanity. At this moment, I remember the transcendental idealism that was being said by Michael Faraday, who said that science is for humanity. I remember the transcendental idealism said by Madame Curie, who did not sell her discovery, who did not take the patent of her discovery. She said that the radium is not to make anybody rich. The radium is for humanity. So the great education, the great spirit we receive from those great scientists, that we should devote whatever we can for the sake of humanity. So with this observation, I see that I am one of the senior most persons. One senior person is just now coming. And for that, while offering my thanks, I also offer the best of my wishes for all of you for the ensuing New Year. Have a happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for your patient presence. I am sure that the participants are willingly waiting for the actual sessions to embark, and I thank again the dignitaries to be there with us for their time and kind words. And with that, we will move on to the next session of Life Science, where a lot many things are awaiting our presence and participation in a very intense and an acute way. I wish this conference a grand success. And with a small break of 5 to 6 minutes, we will be back again to the auditorium and the original sessions will embark on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I wish the 8th International Science Congress a great success and a wonderful, fantastic platform to interchange and to integrate, of course. Thank you.